The following video demonstrates the series of commands, actions in the aircraft, and safety requirements that will occur during a Phantom Airborne Brigade C-47 operation. These actions in the aircraft apply to both land and water airborne operations using the C-47 platform. This video is intended for Phantom Airborne Brigade training purposes only. At the DACO's direction, jumpers will begin to load up in reverse stick order. Ensure the ripcord grip of your reserve is protected at all times. Move all the way forward in the aircraft. Assume a seated position facing the tail of the aircraft, with your legs apart in a V configuration. Move as close to the jumper seated to your rear as possible. Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times.
All right. Start. Come on in. Hit the blood punch. Okay? Yeah, you're...
Seatbelts are to be fastened and worn during takeoff and can only be removed once the seatbelts command is given by the jump master. Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times. Prior to reaching the drop zone, the jump master will issue the following commands: 10 minutes, or for shorter flights, 6 minutes, and get ready. Remove your static line snap hook from your reserve top carrying handle and stand by. Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times. For the C-47 platform, inboard-outboard commands are replaced with port-starboard. The following commands are issued by the jump master: port side personnel stand up, and/or starboard side personnel stand up. For mass exit of both sticks in one pass, all jumpers will merge to the port side of the aircraft. Otherwise, all jumpers will remain on their respective side of the aircraft. Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times.
Port side personnel, stand up! Port side personnel, stand up!
The jump master will now issue the following command: hook up. Hook up to the anchor line cable with the opening gate of the static line snap hook facing the door side skin of the aircraft. Pull down on the static line to ensure the snap hook seats properly. Note, there is only one anchor line cable on the C-47 platform. A bite is formed in the static line and held at eye level. The bite will be held in the left hand just under the stitching with a 4 to 6 inch loop under the hand. Ensure the static line is routed over the left shoulder. Jumpers should also check the static line routing of the jumper in front of them. The bite is not released until the jumper moves into the door. Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times.
Hook up! Hook up!
The jump master will now issue the following command: check static lines. Each jumper checks his static line and the static line of the jumper in front of him. Check visually and by feeling with your free hand. Do not release the bite while checking the static line. Verify the following items: universal static line snap hook is properly attached to the anchor line cable. Universal static line is free of cuts, frays, and burns. Universal static line is not misrouted. All slack is stowed in the static line slack retainer. Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times.
Check! Right! Hard!
The Jump Master will now issue the following command. Check equipment. Each jumper checks for sharp edges and deficiencies on the following items: helmet, chest strap, leg straps, ejector snaps. Check for any loose uniform or parachute material on yourself and the jumper in front of you. Note, the jumper completes these actions with his free hand while maintaining a firm grip on the static line bight with his left hand. Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times.
Check equipment!
The Jump Master will now issue the following command. Sound off for equipment check. The last jumper sounds off OK and gives the jumper in the front of him a sharp tap on the thigh. This signal is continued until it gets to the number 1 jumper, who notifies the Jump Master by pointing and saying, "All OK, Jump Master." Protect the ripcord grip of your reserve at all times.
Sound off for equipment check!
The following sequence of events will now occur. The Jump Master will conduct a door and outside air safety check. The Jump Master will issue the command of 1 minute. The Jump Master will conduct a second outside air safety check. The Jump Master will issue the command of 30 seconds. The Jump Master will conduct a third outside air safety check. The Jump Master will now issue the following command. Stand in the door. Jumper number 1 will shuffle toward the door, establish eye-to-eye contact with the Jump Master, hand his static line to the Jump Master, hold his elbows firmly into his sides with his palms down on the ends of the reserve, turn and center himself on the open jump door, and await the Jump Master's commands. 10 seconds from the release point, the Jump Master will issue the command, stand by. The final command the Jump Master will issue is go. The first jumper exits the aircraft. All subsequent jumpers shuffle toward the door. Left elbow in a locked position while controlling the static line. Maintain an arm's length interval from the jumper in front of them. Establish eye-to-eye contact with the Jump Master. Hand static line to Jump Master. Place hands on ends of the reserve with palms facing down. Execute a right turn and face the open jump door. Center yourself on the open jump door and exit the aircraft. Jump up 6 inches and out 36 inches. Snap into a good tight body position. Have a good jump, Airborne.